The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your Leopard action at home. And don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching Leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
Cody Klingman and everybody at Klingman Incorporated want to send out best wishes to the Lindsay Leopard football team. Klingman Incorporated is always proud to support Lindsay school activities. So here's to a winning football season from everyone at Klingman Incorporated.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football brought to you in part by the Super C-Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard Football team from your fans at the Super C-Mart.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me. From running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
James Supplies has been serving the Lindsay community since 1946. We're your home for all your welding, cutting, and compressed gas needs. We offer name brands such as Lincoln, Miller, Victor, Hypertherm, and DeWalt. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 here in Lindsay. We're located at 206 East Cherokee. James Supplies is happy to support our 2024 Lindsay Leopard football team. It's time for our coaches and players' sweat and hard work to pay off. We hope the Leopards have a great season filled with first downs, touchdowns, tackles, and tradition. Join us in cheering the Leopards on this year. Go Leopards!
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
Well, hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Burford Field here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. It is week 7, and the Lindsay Leopards are back home to take on the Marietta Indians tonight. My name is Greg Peary alongside Andrew Lyon, and a beautiful night here in Lindsay for football. I tell you what, these guys are going to love it tonight.
It's finally football weather, and I'm so happy about that.
So, nice crisp evening. Temperatures are going to be in the 60s, and the Leopards are coming off of a big win over Lexington last week. Traveled over there to take on the Bulldogs. Came away with a 37-7 win in that ball game. And if you listen to the coach's show right before we came on the air, I asked Coach Embry, well, you know, we start that game, we kick off to Lex. They take the opening kickoff, and they drive it down the field and score on us in like 5 plays. And I said, so what were your thoughts at that time? And he said, I was literally in oh crap mode. What have we got ourselves into? And he owned it. He said, you know, the first couple of plays, they just kind of got us. And he said, then I got us out of position. I blitzed the wrong gap, and you know, it kind of left us vulnerable after that. So he said, but after that, we kind of settled in. And I said, well, yeah, after that, they didn't do anything. So defense really stepped up, and the offense just had a banner night over there at Lex. You ended up with, again, on the ground, 334 yards on 32 rush plays, so you averaged 10.5 yards a rush, 175 yards on 11 carries for Dutton Taylor. Crew Flood, again, it doesn't take him long. 8 carries, 111 yards, and then you end up with 5 carries of 25 yards for Isaac Cameron, who also had a reception the other night. Tug Thought threw him a 2-yard pass. That's right. But, I mean, the guys just, again, offensively, 334 on the ground. They had 134 through the air. Cameron ends up 9 of 14 for 132 yards passing. Tug Thought was 1 for 1 for 2 yards. So he was the one that
Pretty
passed
efficient.
it to Isaac. I tell you what, you can't be much better than that. But again, the offense really started clicking, and I think that momentum is going to be big now. You come into a game tonight where you've got that momentum, and you got a team that's coming in just 1-5 on the season. We're 0-9 last year. They're really struggling to come up with those wins. This is one I told him on paper. This looks like a big win, and Coach Embry says, "Yeah, but you can't overlook them.
Yep.
It's hard, but you got to play them tonight, and you got to come out here and still put your best game out."
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Despite the really good and complete football game that we played the other night, it's games like this, I can tell you from experience, sometimes it's hard to get yourself fully motivated for. I was down in the locker room actually earlier, and the guys really seem to be pretty hyped up tonight. I think they understand. I'm sure Coach has probably drilled into them all week that we cannot play down to our competition, and not to take anything away from Marietta, but as you mentioned, on paper, it looks like this should be one that we should win fairly easily. But, you know, we played the Little Axes in the Riversides back in the old days, and it really is just difficult sometimes to get all the way pumped up and really go out there and execute the way you'd like to. It just seems to go that way sometimes, so we hope the Leopards don't do it tonight and that they can do the job they're here to do.
Right, and I point blank asked Coach that question as well during the coaches show. I said, how hard is it to not look past this team, to look to next week, to keep the guys focused? And he said, you know, we've tried to instill in them all week long. You've got to stay focused on the game at hand. You can't look past this team. You got to stay with them. And yet he said the guys have been a lot looser this week. He said they've kind of, you know, almost had fun this week in practice, but he said you could still tell they're still focused.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
good.
you know, I think Coach feels really well about the week of practice they've had. He actually, I brought up the fact we're playing on Thursday night this week. messes up your schedule. I mean, you've got a routine that you go through every week, and he said he actually kind of likes this. He said it kind of breaks the monotony of what you do every week. It kind of makes you do things a little different, and it makes it for things a little fresher maybe.
Yeah, we played a few games back in my day earlier in the day on these weeks where we were out of school, things like that. That was difficult, but I think, and I wouldn't want to do that again. I never did like it. However, on a Thursday night, man, the weather's good tonight. Conditions are right for football. We got a good crowd out tonight. It's pink out night. And, man, I don't see how you couldn't be ready to go this evening. The guys warming up look like they're ready, and they look pretty sharp. We've got some guys back that we haven't had for maybe more than a week healthy. Right. Still got a couple of guys out, unfortunately, but Simonton, 2 weeks in a row now we've got him. He's looking good. Dutton, although he wasn't out last week, we know in weeks prior he had been nursing some injuries. Of course, he was out with the concussion for a week or two. But the groin, I know, was nagging him. And he looks overall more healthy and a little more flexible than he has in the last few weeks. So we've got a lot of guys with good experience with a couple of weeks under their belt now in a row, and looked like they were looking good and feeling good. So I feel good about it tonight.
Well, and a couple other things, and you mentioned we got some guys out. I don't think Hannibal Hines is going to go tonight.
That's right.
We'll see Quade Robbins step in his role there on the offensive line when we get to the starters here in a minute. I think outside of that, probably what we'll see is a lot of guys that will get a lot of rest tonight. I think we're going to see the seconds come in pretty early. And the one thing Coach actually brought up is that Caden Klingman in a walking boot.
Yeah.
He's pumped because he's thinking he might actually get Klingman back before the end of the season. So
it's been a real shame not to have Klingman this year. I know we were all looking forward to seeing what he can do. Because he's just a good, tough runner, and it's unfortunate he hadn't got to play this year, but hopefully we'll get to see him before it's over with.
Absolutely. Well, the pride of Lindsay is on the field for the national anthem. We're going to send it back over to JD. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more of your First National Bank pregame show from Burford Field right after this on KBLP.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Tonight's football broadcast is brought to you in part by the City of Lindsay, proud supporters of Lindsay Leopard football and all student endeavors at Lindsay Public Schools. Keep up with local information and events at cityoflindsay.com, which now offers easy online bill pay. Good luck to the Leopards this football season from the City of Lindsay.
Welcome back to Burford Field. My name is Greg Peary alongside Andrew Lyon, J.D. Scruggs over on the live stream. We've got Eric Bearden and Kevin Scruggs up top in the wind as we're just about 4 minutes away from kickoff here on a Thursday night, fall break week here in Lindsay, and the Leopards set to take on the Marietta Indians. And we talked a little bit about Marietta. Again, they come in just 1-5 on the season. They have really struggled to get going. In fact, they are coming off of, and of course, the minute I go to talk about them, I can't find the piece of paper that I wanted to talk about. But they a 40-7 loss to Dixon, the team that the Leopards just beat last week. So, or 2 weeks ago, I think 25-13, 27-13, 28-13 that score in that ball game. But they lost 40-7 to Dixon. Washington beat them 64-7. Crosson's beat them 48-7. Their only win came against Rush Springs out of Class A. Back in week 3. So, again, they're really struggling this season, and they run Marietta pretty much just a run-heavy offense. So they're going to line up in a veer. You heard Coach mention they're kind of a cross between Dixon and Purcell.
Yep, I was thinking exactly the same.
It's they're going to run a veer. They'll line up 2 tight ends with 2 wing backs and a fullback with a quarterback under center. They may take the 2 tight ends out and put 2 wide receivers in, but I think Coach Embry when I talked to him during the coach's show, mentioned they're probably 75% run. We will see some passing out of them, but just some quick rundowns of some of the guys. They've actually started a freshman quarterback at number 11. It's Cooper Carroll. And then their 2 wing backs. Number 4 is Cash Matthews. He's a junior. Number 5 is Caden McCarroll. So I've got McCarroll at a wideout. I've got Carroll at the quarterback. I'm going to get that confused before the night's up, I promise you. A couple of wide receivers if they bring those guys in. Number 8 is Garrett Flanagan. He is a junior. The other wide receiver will be number 9, Dylan Trail. But those are some of the guys that we'll probably be calling their names tonight. But, again, the head coach for Marietta is Chuck Terry. He is assisted by Stacy Maris, Clay Atwood, and John Ross. Lay coaches are Cecil McCarroll and Johnny Aguilar. And, again, Marietta 1-5 coming into the game tonight. Lindsay Leopards 3-3 coming into this one, and more importantly, they are 2-1 in district play now, and kind of really in control of their own destiny as that goes. We'll talk more about the district's standings as we go throughout the broadcast, but let's talk about the starters tonight for the Leopards, and we'll start with the guys in the skill positions, and that'll include the quarterback, number 3. That is Isaac Cameron. He's a 6'1", 178-pound sophomore. At running back, number 2 is Dutton Taylor, 6 foot, 190-pound junior. Talk about the wideouts. Number 23, Manny Aguero, a 5'4", 175-pound junior. Number 12, Will Lawrence. He's a 5'11", 190-pound sophomore. And number 22, Riker McCulley, 5'9", 141-pound freshman. And we'll see what Coach decides to do tonight. Talked like he was going to do the same thing he did last week. In that case, we'll have number 8, Gus Torres, the 6'3", 250-pound junior lining up. Slot back, tight end, wide receiver, kind of wherever he wants to put him. He'll put him out there. And then for the guys up front, again, we mentioned a change there a little bit for the line, but we'll start right in the middle at the center. Maxon Simonton, number 66, 5'11", 180-pound junior. On the left side at guard will be Quade Robbins, number 64. He is a 6 foot, 310-pound sophomore. He comes in tonight in place of Hannibal Hines up on that offensive line. At left tackle is number 75, Caleb Snow. He's a 6'1", 240-pound junior. On the right side at guard, number 77, Dennis DeGaring. He's a 6'4", 290-pound junior. And at right tackle is number 50, Caven Hunter. Caven is a 5'11", 190-pound junior. He gets his second start tonight in the second week in a row. Caven Hunter, Gus Torres, and Caleb Snow will all start on the front of that defensive line as well tonight, so they'll go both ways. Talk about the linebacker crew, and Dutton Taylor will be in the middle of that inside linebacker, and then Tug Fott, the other inside linebacker, he's number 6, 6'2", 220-pound junior. On the outside, we'll have number 21, Melvin McDonald, 6'3", 175-pound senior. The other outside linebacker, number 26, Crew Flood, leading tackler for this team as a freshman, 5'11", 160-pound freshman is Crew Flood. Well, back up to the defensive secondary, starting at the corner positions. Number 3, Isaac Cameron. Quarterback plays cornerback on the other side. The other corner will be number 17, Eli Curry, a 5'11", 147-pound sophomore. And your safeties are number 22, Riker McCulley, and number 23, Manny Aguero. the wide receivers move over and play safety on defense. The head coach for the Lindsay Leopards is Sam Hembry, and the assistants are Stephen Merrill, Braxton Turner, Matt Lane, Caleb Hall, Jackson Stephen, Tyler Sharp, and student assistant Ty Ferguson. Again, the Leopards 3-3. Coming into tonight's matchup. So we're just about ready to get this one underway here in Lindsay on a Thursday night, fall break. Fall weather out there. That south wind is kicking up pretty good across there, though.
Yeah,
so that's going to be may affect the kicking and the passing game a little bit. Of course, not sure that it affects Marietta much since they are so run heavy. The Leopards do like to rely on the pass, but tonight maybe they just pound the ball all night long.
Yes, sir. And Coach is right about that run-pass ratio. I had them at 76%, 76% run, 24% pass. So we're going to see a lot
pretty close to that, yeah.
We're going to see a lot of jet sweeps and a lot of things up the middle tonight. Hopefully the Leopards can start this game tough and do as expected, and hopefully have this thing over with by about halftime.
Start to say have it well in hand by halftime. I am amiss. I did not mention Colton Harrell. Colton handling things down at the station for us on the FM side, FM 105.1. If you're out and about or have friends out and about, can pick it up on their radio as they're driving around.
By the way, Marietta did win the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so the Leopards will be receiving and defending the west end zone. So Leopards will be moving right to left on that radio dial.
So for Marietta, I believe that is number 0, Eric Serrano, the sophomore who has it teed up for the Indians.
And those numbers are going to be hard to see for Marietta.
Very hard.
Gold on white.
Nice kick. High. Aguero takes it inside the 10. At the 20, the 25, at the 30, the 35, breaks it out. Look out, he may take it all the way. Right now he is going to have a foot race, and Aguero will win that one. I'm looking for Laundry. I don't see it. And the Leopards open up with a – are you pointing at a flag?
It's a yellow thing on the field. I'm guessing it's not a flag.
It must not be a flag.
The ref would have stopped to pick it up, but it had me worried for just a second.
You had me worried because I didn't see it.
So right there on the 40 in the middle.
Aguero takes it. I want to say that was, 85 yards, roughly?
Just about.
He was inside the 15 when he caught that, but that's a nice way to start the game. And the Leopards are going to put Maverick Dodson out there with an extra point kick. This is something they pulled that out last week and got it. This one might have been partially blocked. It was no good, but the Leopards still took 14 seconds to get on the board. They lead 6-0. So with that, let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Morris Motorsports in Chickasha, Oklahoma would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season.
So just 14 seconds into this ball game, the Leopards take the opening kickoff, and Aguero takes it. And I said 85, just taking a quick guess at where he was at. PA announcer Doyle Gredeman claimed it was 92 yards. And we're actually going to get a confirmation here as Andrew's looking at the replay on it. And what it looks like to me,
he got it at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. So it is a 92-yard return for Aguero for the score. And Maverick Dodson also will do the kickoff chores tonight. He has it teed up. Yeah, I can't see that number on the return guy for Marietta, but we'll grab it as soon as we can. This one will come up to one of the shorts. And that is taken at the 25-yard line and dropped as he crosses the 30, and that was 22 on the return there for Marietta, and that is Adrian Rueda.
Rueda, I would say.
And Rueda is also their fullback when they line up in that wing formation. So at the 31-yard line, Marietta gets their first chance on offense with 11:41 left to go in the first quarter. And they will line up with a wide receiver either side. They'll go to that wing formation with a single fullback. And the quarterback is Cooper Carroll under center. Man in motion left to right, and they'll give it to the fullback right up the middle, and there is nowhere to go. And slow getting up to the ball. There's a lot of bodies right there to
looked like it was Tug Fott came up from the bottom there with the tackle.
I do believe that was the fullback, number 22, Rueda, with the carry. No gain on the play.
These numbers are going to be a challenge tonight, so folks, bear with us.
Please bear with us. We'll do our best. Carroll under center again. Wing either side, wide receiver either side, in motion left to right this time, and they'll pitch it to him on the jet sweep left, cuts inside. Nice move, but then gang tackled as he gets to the 35, and the pile will push forward.
Yeah, that was
get out to about the 37. Go ahead.
Dutton Taylor making the initial contact there, although a host of Leopards joined in on the action there.
Number 5, Caden McCarroll on the carry, gets it out to the 37-yard line, so he does pick up good yardage out to for about 6 out to the 37, but it's still going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Again, wide receiver either side, wing either side. Carroll under center. Back to pass throws the quick wide, and the Leopards quickly snuff it. In fact, they'll drop him for no gain or maybe even a loss as the pass was completed out there to number 8, I believe that was, Garrett Flanagan. And no gain on that pass is going to bring up a 4th down and 4 with the ball at the 37-yard line. Serrano will come in to punt this one away. Aguero stands inside of his own 15-yard line, backing up to the 10. Good snap. High wobbly punt will fall well short. Aguero will just let this one roll, and it's going to take a nice big Indian roll. It's going to go all the way down to the 15-yard line.
That's not a bad punt right there
really
for high
good
school
punt.
Football.
But the Leopard offense will see its first trip out on the field since we took the opening kickoff back for a touchdown with 9:17 left. The Leopards lead 6-0, and we will see Isaac Cameron and the offense on the field with they'll have it at their own 15-yard line. McCulley is going to go wide right, and they're going to do a bunch to either side with Dutton in the backfield. Taylor to the right of Cameron from the shotgun, and now they'll split out with Aguero and Lawrence split left. Fake it, and they're going to go right across the slant. Got it to Aguero, and he'll be dropped, but he'll have a first down as he'll get it out to the 27-yard line. Picks up 12 on that quick slant.
That's a nice little slant. They ran that 4 or 5 times over at Lexington the other night, and it worked out well most times. If Cameron can hit him in the breadbasket there and quickly, it's working out real well. And that was number 9 on the tackle for Marietta, Dylan Trail.
This time Taylor sweeps left, and we're going to have a hold. Flag comes in at the 34. Taylor gets it out across the 40 before he's pushed out of bounds. But, again, this one will come back probably on a hold. Had trips left that time, so he had all the blockers out front, but likely have a hold call that's going to bring this one back. So they will mark it back to the 18-yard line. So first, and we'll call it 20. It's probably closer to 19. Twins either side. Taylor to the left of Cameron from the shotgun. Give it to Taylor. Tripped up. Keeps his balance, though, and then gets tackled as he crosses the 20. Somebody had him there in the backfield, but he was able to get out of that foothold and get across to the 21. Pick up 3.
I believe that was Lino Sanchez, defensive tackle on the stop there.
And the defensive tackle jumped there as we had the hard count and make sure he wasn't drawn off here. And they're going to mark it off on the Leopards. Move it back to the 16-yard line and bring up now a 2nd down and 21. Leopards going the wrong direction on this offensive possession. Had a quick slant for a first down on the first play, and they've gone backwards ever since. Again, Twins either side. In fact, empty backfield now as Dutton moves out to the right. Cameron's back to pass. He's got right down the middle. Oh, just off the fingertips of Taylor as he was streaking right up the field, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, and that would have been 6 almost assuredly. He had room in front of him. And there's that yellow object on the field that I thought was a flag I was fixing to mention, but it's the same object that faked us out before.
Somebody needs to get the peanut M&M wrapper off the field. So Leopards now behind the chains big time, 3rd and 20, 21 maybe. They'll go again, empty backfield. Trips right, Twins left. Cameron back to pass, has the slant again, and that time Aguero can't come up with it. And the Leopards are going to go with, after a quick first down, are going to have to punt it away here if the penalties backed them all the way up from their own 27 to their own 16, and now they face a 4th and 21 from there.
Yeah, it's not the way we were looking to start for sure. I was hoping we could get another quick strike here, but Marietta playing a little bit tough here.
So they will send Rueda back deep. Isaac Cameron is the punter for the Leopards. He'll stand at his own 5-yard line. Gets off a nice punt. Taken by, right off the hands of Rueda, and it's still loose. And did we get it? The Leopards say they have it.
It sure looked like Marietta had it to me, but they're awfully.
Crew Flood came in and took it away from him, and the Leopards get it back at the Marietta 43-yard line.
It's pretty good offensive production right there.
7:37 left. I'm gonna mark that as the end of that drive and the start of a new drive here. I'm not sure what the official stats for that should be, but 1st and 10 at the Marietta 43 now. Now they'll go quads left, single receiver right again. The bubble screen for McCulley, and McCulley gets to the 36, but yes, there was a block in the back right there, pretty obvious one right at the 44-yard line. So this one will come back as well, and the Leopards really shooting themselves in the foot here early with the penalties. Had a holding, we had a false start. Now we got the block in the back.
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, that's one of those things you're hoping that you don't do is come out here and lose focus, shoot yourself in the foot against a team like this. We need to get focused and get the job done here.
So 1st and 20. They're on 47 now. Now they'll run the option. Cameron keeps it himself. Cannot get away from the tackler, though. He'll get a couple to the 49. Had him by the shirt tail and would not let go, and Cameron just could not ever get pulled away.
And that was number 21, Colton Rodriguez, with a nice open field tackle right there. He was hanging on for dear life.
So we'll call it 2nd and 18. Trips left, single receiver right with Taylor to the left of Cameron in the shotgun. Cameron rolls left, looking downfield, still looking. Now throws it out in the flat right through the hands of Racker McCulley, and that one falls incomplete. And once again, the Leopards are behind the chains big time with a 3rd and 18, their own 49.
Yeah, I feel like we've started out here kind of not going with our bread and butter stuff, and I'm sure Coach is trying to try some new things, mix it up a little bit, but maybe we just need to go basic for a bit until we get a nice lead.
They'll stay empty backfield. Now they'll bring Maguero in motion right to left, flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's got the edge. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, but he fumbles the football, and Marietta has recovered it. And so Marietta, who gave it up to the Leopards on the punt, gets it right back on the fumble from Maguero, and it's just about where the Leopards got it. It's going to be right at the Marietta 41-yard line.
Man, that's unfortunate.
So 6:25 left in the first. Leopards up 6-0, but Marietta has the ball back at their own 41. They'll go again, wide receiver either side, 2 wingbacks with a fullback and Carroll under center. Man in motion left to right. Over right tackle is the fullback. And again, gang tackled and pushed backwards. They're not calling the whistle very quick there, but
Torres and Melvin McDonald came off the bottom of that pile, and it was a pretty deep pile that time.
Deep pile, yeah.
Wow.
Rueda got a yard out of that one. So call it 2nd and 9 at the 42 of Marietta. Again, they'll send a wide receiver to either side with a wing back. Rueda stays in the fullback position as Carroll goes under center, 2nd and 9. Again, in motion left to right. This time right up the middle for Rueda. Breaks through. He gets across midfield. And he'll be very close to a first down, and they'll give it to him at the Leopard 48-yard line.
And that was Melvin McDonald with the stop there, but I can't help but feel like that's giving up a few too many yards. And that was a basic play right up the middle.
Right up over the nose guard, exactly. So 1st and 10 Marietta, they are in Leopard territory at the 48-yard line. They'll stay with the 2 wide and the 2 wingbacks. Rueda at the fullback, Carroll under center. 1st and 10. Carroll this time man in motion right to left and try to go up the middle again. This time the Leopards say no way. In fact, I think he lost a yard back to the 49 to make it 2nd and 11.
Yeah, good play there by Caven Hunter playing the nose tackle there. He squirted right through that line and got a hand on him quick.
Mark him right back at the 48 with no gain on the play. So 2nd down 10 for the Indians. Clock runs with 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Leopards with that opening kickoff return for a touchdown, lead 6-0. Carroll under center. Leopards show pressure. They bring it. And Rueda, again, got through the middle of that line a little easier than the Leopards would probably like, and he picks up 3 to get to the 45-yard line. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for Marietta. And we don't have any sizes on these guys from Marietta, but Rueda looks like he's a pretty stout guy back there at that fullback.
Yeah, he definitely is. Well, you mentioned we brought pressure there, and there were plenty of men on him, and he ran right through a couple of them. So that was good work by the fullback.
Wide receiver either side, 3rd and 7. Leopards again looking to show pressure. Again, right up. Nope, this time they fake it and run the option to the outside, and very close to a first down. As that is the number 5, Caden McCarroll on the carry, and they're going to mark him at the Leopard 40, between the 41 and the 42. And they're going to give him the first down. I said the 42. How about the 38? Get my numbers right here.
Yeah, you're close. That was Manny Aguero making the stop, by the way. But they gashed us again.
Again, same formation. 1st and 10, Leopard 38. And this time had a man who timed that perfectly and was right there when Carroll went to try to hand the ball off. Nothing he could do but try to push the pile forward and might get a yard from that. I missed who actually jumped that gap. Was that
either
Taylor?
Fought. I'm looking at the replay here. And it was Tug.
Fought timed that perfectly as he just jumped through that gap right at the snap of the ball and give him a yard to the 37, bring up a 2nd down and 9. Carroll under center. Man in motion left to right. Fake the pitch and whistles blow the play dead. We're going to have a false start on Marietta. So that'll back them up 5 and make it a 2nd and 14 now and move the ball back to the 42-yard line. Leopard defense really needs to kind of both up here and slow these guys down and kind of take some of that momentum away from them, because right now Marietta's got all the momentum.
Yeah, they're mixing it up inside, outside, some misdirection stuff that they even faked me out on. So they're executing well, running tough.
Carroll under center. 2nd and 14. Again, the Leopards bring the pressure. They run the option, pitch it out on the edge, and a run out of bounds over there is number 5. That is Caden McCarroll.
Eli Curry making the stop that time for the Leopards. We brought pressure from the inside backers there in the middle, and they popped it out to this right side here, and we were just a little bit outgunned on this side.
You get to where you commit all of those guys to the middle to stop that middle run. The edge becomes less protected, so it's 3rd and 7 now at the Leopard 35. Marietta with Carroll under center. Again, man in motion, and they try to run the option this guy in the other direction, and Gus Torres from behind. And
Melvin McDonald also out there at the outside linebacker position, got ahead on him.
Got to the 34, but it's still going to bring up a 4th down and 6 at the Leopard 34. So now you wonder what Coach Terry's thinking here, but I don't guess you have to wonder very long, because here comes Cooper Carroll back with a play from the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right. See if we can make a stand.
Carroll under center with a wide receiver either side. They'll throw the quick pass out in the slat, and the first man misses, and finally wrapped up there by Lucky Booth.
Oh, first man missed him, unfortunately. Had him dead to rights there, but you got to wrap up.
Dylan trailed the receiver on that one and picks up the 1st down at the Leopard 24-yard line, a 10-yard reception. 1st and 10. Marietta on the move. Same formation. Carroll. Rueda right up the middle, grabbed and held up until it's hang on till you get some help. And the pile slowly coming up. I think the ball might have tried to come loose at the bottom of that pile. They were digging for it, but that'll be the final play of the first quarter. You talk about a quick first quarter.
It was fast.
And but the Leopards up 6-0, but Marietta is on the move and headed toward the red zone. We'll see what happens as we start the second quarter after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football. It's presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
So we're back to get the second quarter underway, and Marietta has the ball at the Leopard 22-yard line, second down and 8. They'll stay with that same formation with Carroll under center, a wide receiver either side, 2 wingbacks. Now they've got 2 men in motion at the same time. That's not going to work, and yet they've tried to pitch it in the backfield. One of the guys in motion was Tucker Kirk, number 2, and he gets knocked down immediately after he gets that pitch back inside the 30-yard line.
3 flags flew.
Yeah, illegal shift there. Again, both wingbacks decided to go in motion at the same time, and then they snapped, so neither one of them got set. And is that a declinable penalty? I would assume it is, because it looks like the ball is still sitting at the 32, 33-yard line. So I say I'm going to get my numbers back here. How about the 27-yard line, the loss of 5? It's going to bring up a third down and 13. Run the pitch, and again the Leopards in the backfield missed the first tackle, but there's 3 guys to grab him and knock him down. And that was the number 5, Caden McCarroll, on that pitch, and he'll lose maybe even another yard back to the 28-yard line. So 4th down, call it 14 now. They'll stay with the 2 wides and the 2 wingbacks. Rueda is the fullback, and we'll have a timeout called by Marietta here with 10:51 left to go in the first half. And we'll keep it here for this one just real quick. We didn't get a chance to talk about this much in the pregame, but there's some big games tonight. A lot of teams playing on Thursday night this week because it is fall break. A loss across a big part of Oklahoma. So a couple of games that will be tomorrow night. Purcell plays tomorrow night. They'll play up at North Rock Creek, so we won't know about the Dragons tonight. Newcastle also plays tomorrow night up at Classen. But the other teams that are playing tonight, Blanchard is hosting Ardmore tonight. Bridge Creek on the road at Cache. Pauls Valley on the road at Anadarko. Out of 3A. We'll get down to 2A. There's some big games. Washington is hosting Marlow tonight. We are going to have to keep up with that game. That's the first 2 positions in our – that's 1 and 2 in our district right now. And then Lexington is on the road at Crossings Christian. That's the other game we will really keep up with tonight. So we'll keep an eye on those, and we'll talk about those more coming up at halftime. 4th down and 14, the Indians. Man in motion, back to pass. Carroll looks, still looks, throws it in the direction of the end zone, and I'm trying to get the number of who that was, and I think it was the number 2, which is Tucker Kirk, but it falls incomplete, and the Leopards will take over on a turnover on downs and get the ball back, and the Leopard defense keeps that drive from going to the end zone, even though it was a 14-play drive. And it took, 5, almost 6 minutes off the clock. So 10:45 left in the half. Leopards will get back. Technically their second drive, or third drive after the muffed punt, and they got it back on that. Man in motion, Aguero. He cuts it up inside, gets a couple of yards.
Tackle by number 7, Cason Lott.
And actually got more than I thought they were going to give him credit for. They move him out to the 32. Bring up a second down and 6. Cameron Brings McCulley in motion right to left this time, but give it to Taylor right up the middle. He's got a big hole, makes a move, gets to the 40, and then dragged down out at the 44-yard line.
That was Case and Lott again. That was a pretty mighty tackle. We all know Dutton Taylor's pretty hard to bring down, and he brought him down with some authority there.
They'll go empty backfield. Thought is the lone receiver right. We've got quad receivers to the left. Cameron back to pass. He's looking for the slant for Thought, and it's right off the fingertips of Tug Thought, and that one falls incomplete.
Man.
Very odd start for Cameron. He is 1 of 4 to start this game.
Well, and I'm not going to put that on Cameron either. A couple of these passes were right on the money. That was a dime right there, hit him in the head. So, unfortunately, that one's on Tug.
Brings up the 2nd down and 10 for the Leopards. They are at their own 44-yard line. They'll go back to twins either side. Taylor to the left of Cameron in the shotgun. Give it to Taylor right up the middle. Bounces it to the outside, to the right,
nice
to the
bounce.
50, the 45, the 40, cuts it back at the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and then knocked down. And they'll put him at the 19-yard line. And looking for Laundry, I don't see any. That is a 37-yard run from Dutton Taylor to get the Leopards inside the Marietta 20 in the red zone.
Brought down there by Adrian Rueda, finally from the inside linebacker position. But what a move Dutton made out here. That was designed to go up the middle, and he bounced it outside and got vertical. He can cover some ground.
Twins either side. 1st and 10 at the 19. McCulley in motion right to left. Rolling that way, and they'll throw it back over, and Dutton Taylor had to dive to come up with it. Great job of coming up with that, but a well-designed play as they tried to go everybody left and then throw it back to the right end of the flat, and Taylor makes a great catch. But if he'd have caught that in stride, that might be 6.
Absolutely. And he may well have got it to him in stride if he wasn't under the gun there. That looked like the outside linebacker was coming up to put a stick to old Cameron. He had to get rid of it pretty fast.
Got it to the 11, 2nd down and 2. Taylor to the lone setback. Cameron from the shotgun. Give it to Taylor right up the middle. He's got the 1st down. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Standing up. Dutton Taylor from 11 yards out.
Nice job punching that in. Almost lost his feet there for just a second. Once again, I think that was designed to go through a different hole, and he saw some ground on the right side. And his body got a little ahead of his feet there, but he gathered himself up and got it across the line.
So Maverick Dodson comes in again to try the extra point kick. And Manny Aguero will be the holder. Good snap, bad snap. McGuire's just going to try to run with it, and he's going to throw it toward the end zone.
And got it.
Caught. But is it caught by an illegal receiver?
It was Caven Hunter.
I'm not sure he's an eligible receiver. So, hey,
no, but it's still fun.
It's still fun, absolutely. Man, I almost had it. And I would assume they would decline this penalty.
Oh, well, I hate that for Caven. That's a lineman's dream right there.
Exactly. The Marietta defense is still out there on the field like they're going to retry this, but I would be shocked if Coach Terry would actually accept that penalty and let them try it again. I mean, the conversion was no good, so.
So, Lawrence and Fott were way down here on this other end of the field like they didn't expect to be back on either. So,
well, the offense is out there. They'll go for the 2-point conversion with the offense on the field now. Twins either side. Man in motion is Aguero left to right. They'll fake it and look it for Aguero in the middle, and the pass in tipped and now will fall incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is no good. So 8:37 left to go here in the first half, and it is 12-0 Leopards on top of the Marietta Indians. We'll take a timeout, send it over to JD. We've got messages from our sponsors, and we're back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
So Dodson has it teed up for the Leopards. And I believe that is number 8 that is back deep for the Indians. That is Garrett Flanagan. 12-0 Leopards. We've got 8:37 left to go here in the first half. Short kick toward the sideline, and it'll actually get out of bounds before it even hits the ground, and that will be a flag and the ball at the 35 for the Indians.
Yeah, that'll be at the 40.
That it went out at the 40. Get that option.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if the Leopard defense can get the stop a little quicker this time instead of giving up a 14-play drive before you give it.
Yeah, I'd like to see us toughen up a little bit here. We were we were not terribly out of position most of the time on that last drive. Just missed a few tackles and ran over a couple of times, frankly.
Cooper under center, man in motion left to right.
Here we go.
Cooper tried to take it up inside, following Rueda, the fullback, and they stood him up right in the hole, and he will get no gain on the play.
He is a tough customer, too, because we never actually got him down there until we let up and then he fell over. But he was braced up against 3 Leopards there and didn't go to the ground.
So, wide receiver either side, wing back either side, again with Rueda at the fullback and Cooper under center. Man in motion left to right is McCarroll. They'll run the option, and Carroll's going to be he tried to get rid of it right at the end and threw it out of bounds. Might have saved a sack there some, but still, if that's a fumble out of bounds, is that a forward pass? I'm not sure how you they're actually marking it where it went out of bounds, so I'm assuming they're calling that.
Yeah, it's just
incomplete forward pass because they're putting it right back at the line of scrimmage at the 40. So 3rd and 10. Man in motion and the fullback could not get a hold there. And again, Cooper nowhere to go and actually lost a couple of yards back to the 38. Now it's 4th and 12. Your side of the 50, and it looks like he will send, Coach Terry will send the kicker Serrano out on the field.
A little bit better defensive outing there for the Leopards.
3 and out looks a whole lot better.
You betcha.
Aguero backs up inside of his own 20. Serrano stands back inside of his own 30 to punt this away. Oh, bad one off the side of his foot. It's not even going to get to midfield. It's going to go out of bounds on the Marietta sideline at the Marietta 48-yard line. Great field position for the Leopards this time. 6:56 left to go here in the first half. The Leopards with a 12-0 lead, fixing to send the offense back out on the field. And they're going to start on the Marietta side of the 50 at the 48-yard line. Lawrence starts left. Now he'll come back right. He, Aguero, and Beck are all going to be split right. Gus Torres has checked in. He's going to line up in that slot to the left. Taylor stays in the backfield with Cameron from the shotgun. Back to pass. And that one's batted back
down.
at him. And trying to get the number of that for Marietta. That 56. Austin Gomez, I believe. Maybe that's a 54. I can't read from here. 64. That would be Justin Ramos. Now the Leopards line up with a slot. That's Beck. They've sent him in motion. They're going to flip it in the backfield, and Aguero's not going to go anywhere. They're going to wrap him up, and he fumbles it as he goes to the ground. They're going to say he's down.
Ooh.
And Aguero is looking like he may even be hurt on that play. They'll lose yardage back to the 50. So hang on here while we check on Aguero. Last thing we need is to have Aguero hurt. Do mark him at the ball when it's ends up at the 49. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11.
Looking at the replay here, he definitely was down. So they made the right call there. But that was a lot of mass that came down on top of Mr. Manny.
Looking at a left leg there, but looks like he is going to get up and maybe get off under his own power. That is a great sign for the Leopards. Yes, I think he's going to be okay.
So it looks like when they went down, 64 came down on top with a knee first.
Ooh.
Looked like it might have went into his thigh or upper leg somehow.
That's more like a frog than
yeah.
Right in that muscle.
Yep.
So Leopards now have a 3rd and 11. They're at the Marietta, and they do move it back to almost midfield. Trips right, Twins left, empty backfield for Cameron from the shotgun. Only 3 rush. They've got that was Beck streaking on the post route and on the fade rather, and he threw it out of bounds. And the Leopards now have a 4th and 12 at midfield. And it looks like they are going to send the punt team in.
Well, we're definitely taking some more shots downfield than we normally do and getting some receivers in the mix a little more than we often do. A lot of times it's Manny, the main guy, but Beck was the target there.
Cameron in punt formation at his own 40. Line drive punt. Dies on the first bounce and then takes a nice Leopard roll, and this is going to die all the way down at the Marietta 6-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a pretty punt, but, man, it got the job done. You can't do much better than that.
Effective for sure. Back at the 6, it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for Marietta, and that offense heads back out. The Leopards forced them into 3 and out last time. Let's see if we can do that again. 6:08 left to go here in the first half. It's 12-0 Lindsay. Just got a report that that Washington-Marlowe game that we were so interested in, Washington apparently is up 21-0 early in that ball game, so the Warriors are doing what they do. Again, we'll check on all those scores coming up at halftime. Marietta backed up at their own 6. 1 wide to the left. Man in motion left to right. Cooper tried to give it to the fullback right up the middle, and he's going to be stacked up for a loss inside the 5. And Rueda loses back to the 5 to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and 12. Wide receiver right this time. Tight end left. 2 wing backs as Cooper goes under center. 2nd and 12. Cooper with the option. Pitches it to his back. I believe that was number 5, McCarroll. think it was number 5 was McCarroll on the carry. Lost, and actually they'll put him at the 3. 3rd down and 13. Now wide receiver either side. Under center is Carroll. Leopards show pressure. They bring 4. Carroll heaves it downfield. It's tipped and nearly came up with it anyway. Tell you what, that was a beautiful try from Cash Matthews, number 4. I thought he was going to catch that tip while he was laying on the ground, and that would have been a big play right there.
It sure would have. It was a nice ball.
So bring up a 4th down and a for sure punting situation now for Marietta. In fact, that's going to back Serrano up all the way to the back of his own end zone. The Leopards should get great field position out of this again. 4:34 left before halftime. And I'm not real sure what the holdup is here.
They're backing
him up a couple of yards.
False
there must
start,
have been a false start.
Saw Lucky Booth go across the line there, but must have been some movement on the line.
Doesn't really change things a whole lot for Serrano, who again standing right at the back of his own end zone. Gets off a wobbly line drive punt, bounces at the 30. Aguero takes it on the hop at the 40, gets to the 30, makes a move to the outside, gets to the 20, to the 15, and gets tripped up. And he'll end up at the 12-yard line. That was Tucker Kirk, number 2, I think, that tripped him up and saved that touchdown.
Nice little return there.
So the Leopards are going to start out at the Marietta 12 on this one.
Aguero getting a little more bold as the year goes on with his returns.
So 4:21 left to see if the Leopards can add another one right here. Lawrence will be the wide receiver left. Thought and McCulley are right. Actually, Aguero goes left now as well. Flood in at the running back. All day for Cameron, and just throws it in the direction of McCulley in the corner of the end zone and throws it out of bounds. That'll come up to a 2nd down now and 10.
Yeah, there wasn't really anything there. All our guys were covered pretty well by Marietta, so just tossing one in his direction out the corner of the end zone was about all he had.
Aguero will move into the backfield now with Flood. McCulley and Thought split right. Lawrence is split left. Aguero right up the middle. No, faked me out. Cameron keeps it himself. Got inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. But still going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. McCulley will now go to the left along with Lawrence. They'll leave Fott as the lone receiver right. Aguero and Flood in the backfield. From the shotgun, Cameron calls for it. Gives it to Flood. Cuts up inside. He's at the 5. Touchdown. Crew Flood. 9 yards out.
Nice job, Mr. Flood.
Well, let's talk about how efficient he is. So let's say I've got 1 carry for 9 yards and a touchdown. Pretty efficient.
You betcha.
Dodson on for the extra point try. 18-0 Leopards, still 3:35 left to go before halftime. Low snap, Aguero gets it down though. Kick is up, and it is good. We got one in. 3:35 left in the first half. It is 19-0 Leopards. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back to Burford Field after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping,
payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
So Dodson will tee it up for the Leopards. This time I think they send number 5. That is Caden McCarroll back deep for the Indians. 19-0 Leopards, 3:35 left before halftime. A little better down the sideline this time, taken by the up-back Kirk at the 30. Cuts all the way across to the far side of the field, trying to get to that edge. And Eli Curry tracks him down as he crosses the 40, takes him out of bounds at the Marietta 43-yard line, I believe. Let's see where they actually spot it there. So 1st and 10 for the Indians with 3:27 left in the second quarter. Leopards have forced them into a 3-and-out. Their last 2 possessions, see if they can do it again here. May get another chance to score before halftime if they can. Carroll under center, wide receiver either side. It's fullback right up the middle, and the Leopards stuff him before he can even get to the hole.
It was a stalemate. Nobody hit the ground.
Everybody stood up, but ultimately no gain on the play for Rueda. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 at the 43.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure who to give the tackle to there.
If anybody wearing an orange jersey was pretty much on that. So
yeah. Guess I could just mark everybody down.
There you go. Everybody gets an assist.
I usually go with full tackles and half tackles. So
man in motion left to right, and this time Cooper tries to follow 2 backs up in the hole, and he does pick up probably close to 5 yards as a timeout is called, looks like, from the Lindsay Leopards, trying to save some time on that clock. This is going to bring up a 3rd and long. They do get out to the 47-yard line, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6, maybe more like 3rd and 5. But a timeout on the field will keep it here for this one. Talk about some more of the games that are going on in the area that we'll talk about coming up at halftime. Mentioned the fact that Washington and Marlow are playing tonight. Crossings is hosting Lexington tonight. That one's big when you look at the fact that the Leopards and the Crossings right now are both the 2-1 in district play. And Lexington at 1-2 and definitely need Crossings to beat Lexington and kind of take them out of the picture and give us a chance to beat Crossings next week for a chance at that 3rd place. Little Axe is at Dixon tonight, and then Dibble hosting Holdenville, the other Class 2A game. Wayne hosting Elmore City tonight. Ellick on the road at Strother, and Maysville is at Sasakwa. So we'll check on those games coming up at halftime. 3rd down, and we're going to call it 6 for Marietta. Leopards again show to bring 5, and they do, and they're going to give it to the 2nd man, and he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I believe that was McCarroll. And he will lose all the way back to the original line of scrimmage at the 43. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. And it looks like the Leopards have called the 2nd timeout just to save, again, 2:29 on the clock. Plenty of time here. Should have pretty good field position out of this and get a chance to go back and maybe get another score before halftime. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back to Burford Field after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
Back here in Lindsay, and Eric Serrano for the Indians stands at his own 30 to punt this away. Aguero inside of his own 20 to receive it. Wobbly punt. Takes a roll, and Aguero thinks about picking it up, and he'll think better of it. It'll die at the Leopard 30-yard line. So another 3 and out for the Leopard defense, and now with 2:19 left to go before halftime, the Leopards have a chance. They need to go 70 yards in 2 minutes or less. Put another score on here before halftime, knowing that Marietta is going to get the ball to start that third quarter.
And I think, from the way the guys were acting, the way coaches were acting, we probably felt like we'd be up more than 19 here at the half. So
I agree with you. Well, they'll go empty backfield to start this one. Trips right, Twins left. Cameron rolls to his right. He's looking for a man in the flat, got it to him, and that is Riker McCulley. Makes a nice catch, makes sure he gets both feet in, and he dances out of bounds at the 45-yard line at the 15-yard reception and a first down and stops the clock. That's even better.
You bet.
Smart play. So 1st and 10 at the Leopard 45 now. They'll stay empty backfield. Twins right, trips left. Cameron from the shotgun. Rolls left this time. And again has a man out in the flat, and it's caught for a first down and dropped, but stays in bounds now. But he got to the Indian 45-yard line.
That was Taylor out there with making the reception.
Yep. So they'll mark it right at the 45 of Marietta for a first down. Again, second catch of the night for Dutton Taylor. They'll stay empty backfield as Taylor will be split left. Trips left, Twins right. Cameron. Back to pass, looking over the middle. He's got McCulley, but way overthrew McCulley. I mean, I'm not sure that there was probably a college receiver that could have caught up with that.
I don't think so.
He needs to turn the bionics down just a little bit.
Had an extra bowl of Wheaties this morning.
Something like that. So we're going to have second down and 10. Again, they're at the Marietta 45. Still have a minute 40 before halftime. Plenty of time here. Trips right, Twins left. Rolling right is Cameron. Still looking. Has McCulley out in the flat. And this time tried to make a man miss and then get out of bounds, but he didn't make it. But they'll stop it temporarily till they get the chain set. He got to the 31-yard line. That's another 14-yard reception for Riker McCulley. They'll stay Twins either side. Now move Flood out into the slot right. Cameron from the shotgun. Calls for it. Has a man coming free from the left. Avoids him. Now he catches him from behind, and he'll get out of bounds as he crosses the 30. I don't think he thought that guy was going to catch him. Thought he got away from him, and now we've got flags coming up late. And I don't know, this may be on Marietta. That was number 7 is Kason Lott, who was the one who came off that Leopard sideline, and he'll get whistled for the personal foul, so that'll help the Leopards out as Cameron did get to the 29-yard line, so he picked up a couple of yards, but you're going to add 15 onto that, which should move it down to, if my math is correct, to the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 Leopards, they'll now be at the Marietta 14-yard line, and with a minute 9 on the clock, more than enough time to put this one in for another score before half. Flood is in the slot right. McCulley and Fott are split right. In motion left to right is Taylor. Back to pass Cameron. He's got Aguero on the slant, makes the catch, avoids the tackle, gets to the 5, spins, and can't get to the end zone, though.
Almost. Great
tackle there after a fantastic move from Manny Aguero. And they're going to mark him down at the 4. He was further in than that.
Yeah, he was
easily at the 3 or the 2, but they're going to put the ball at the 4-yard line.
He was down on the 1.
First and goal at the 4.
No doubt about it.
Cameron back to pass, quarterback draw, avoids a guy in the backfield, another guy in the backfield, puts his head down, and then he'll get drugged down for no gain. And bring up a second and goal at the 4. Lindsay calls a timeout with 26 seconds left. That is their final timeout. But, yeah,
I'm really not understanding that ball spot. It's clear as day.
He was easily inside the 3 or the 2, and you said the 1.
Yeah, he's on the 1, just looking at the replay here.
So, yeah, that makes no sense. But the Leopards now just called their final timeout. I mean, you basically have, second, third, and fourth down here, but you've only got 26 seconds left on the clock. So, do you now have yourself down to where you got to make throws here, where if you don't complete the pass, it stops the clock at least? Because I don't know if you've got enough time to do a running play and get back to the line of scrimmage. You might get 2 in.
I think even on a run, you could get a couple in here. But
everybody's got to know you got to get up and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, too. It's not going to matter. We're going to punch it in.
Yeah. Okay. I like your optimism. We're just going to put it's second and goal at the 4. We're just going to score. We don't have to worry about it after that.
Well, I mean that's the plan, right?
Exactly. Always the plan. Aguero's going to go wide left. Taylor, Fott, and McCulley are going to be split right. And Crew Flood is in the backfield.
Flood in the corner pocket. Here we go.
There you go. Second and goal at the 4. Cameron from the shotgun calls for it. It's going to pass. He's got Aguero on the slant for the touchdown. We were all wrong except for the fact that they did score. So a 4-yard touchdown reception as Isaac Cameron passes to Manny Aguero for the score to make it 25-0 Leopards. 23 seconds still remain before halftime, and Dodson back on for the extra point try. And that one also good. Hey, we're 2 for 2, or well, I guess actually technically 2 for 4, but 2 in a row. 26-0 Leopards on top. 23 seconds left before halftime. Let's take a quick timeout. We're back to Burford Field after this here on KBLP Live.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Jake's Shortstop offers gas, snacks, ice cream, pizza, subs, wings, and the coldest drinks in town. Everyone at Jake's Shortstop says good luck to the Lindsay Leopards this football season.
For all your repurposed furniture and other treasure needs, check out Junkin' with Janet's booth at Backroads Boutique on Main Street in Lindsay. Mr. and Mrs. J would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards a great football season. Go Leopards!
23 seconds left before halftime. The Leopards up 26-0. Dodson tees it up. McCurl is back deep, and this one almost like an onside, but Dodson didn't get enough of it to get it to go 10 yards, and so everybody's just going to stare at it, and finally the Leopards will down it.
I don't think anybody wanted to touch it, Greg.
It was like, okay, what do we do here? Since it didn't go 10 yards. But they'll down it and unfortunately give Marietta a very good field position. Fortunately, with only 23 seconds on the clock, they do have 2 timeouts left.
They do, and he's the quarterback here has demonstrated the ability to air it out pretty well. So we're going to have to be ready in the secondary here.
And they'll start at the Leopard 47. Cooper brings the play in. Sends a wide out to either side, has a wing back either side, and
a lot of cushion with the cornerbacks.
Cooper's back to pass, throws out in the flat, and didn't quite get enough on that one. His man could not come back and get it. The clock stops with 18 seconds on the incompletion. So second down and 10. I took 5 seconds off the clock for that one. Again with the wide receiver either side, 2 slots, and Rueda at the fullback. Carroll under center. McCarroll in motion. And this time Cooper's going to just try to take it. I said Cooper Carroll. I shouldn't just use his last name instead of his first name. But Carroll goes up the middle and picks up maybe a yard. We'll see where they spot it here, but that'll be the final play of this first half, as that will allow the clock to run out with that running play. So 26-0 Leopards here at halftime. I think, again, not the score that any of us expected. I think the Leopards and
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best.
So we'll see how the Leopards come back here in the second half. We'll send it over to JD. We'll take a timeout, and Andrew and I will figure up our officially unofficial stats from the first half after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
Legacy Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves Lindsay, Oklahoma and surrounding areas. We specialize in getting your home back to its best, whether it be annual wear and tear or storm damage. We don't just fix roofs, we take care of your home. Legacy Roofing, family-owned, community-focused, and always here for you. Call us today for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 and let us protect your home with the care it deserves.
If you find yourself in Chickasha, Oklahoma, stop by Legends Pub House and Venue for lunch or supper. Legends also brings you some of the best concerts around. Everyone at Legends would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards good luck this football season. Go Leopards!
Hey Lindsay community, my name is Christian Torres and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
The Board of Directors, physicians, and employees of the Lindsay Municipal Hospital would like to take this time to recognize the Lindsay High School football team, the coaches, and players. Good luck, Leopards, from your fans at the Lindsay Municipal Hospital. And remember, if a medical emergency arises, call or visit the Lindsay Municipal Hospital, another Leopard supporter.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Dr. Mike Beckman and all of his staff at 301 South Main Street in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay High School football team good luck this season. To schedule your next eye exam, call Dr. Beckman's office at 405-756-4414. Operating hours are from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 8:30 to noon on Friday. Call 405-756-4414 or stop by at 301 South Main in Lindsay. Go Leopards from everybody at Dr. Mike Beckman's office.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call, 405-428-1198. And visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
In our community, we believe in the power of unity and strength. Introducing the Pass Drug Free Coalition and a group of dedicated individuals committing to creating a drug-free environment. We work tirelessly to educate, empower, and support our community in the fight against drug abuse. Through preventions, programs, awareness campaigns, and partnership, we've made a significant impact. Join us in our mission to create a drug-free community together. We can make a difference. Visit our social media accounts or email us today to find out how you can get involved. Let's go Leopards and Leopardettes.
This broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Football is brought to you by your friends at Physical Therapy Central, 301 East Cherokee Street in Lindsay. When you're ready to take that first step towards living a pain-free life, let Physical Therapy Central create a treatment plan just for you. Call 405-756-2324. Visit ptcentral.org or come by 301 East Cherokee in Lindsay. Good luck, Leopards, from Physical Therapy Central.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
Do you have your Oklahoma medical marijuana card, or do you need your card? Rusty's can help you with that. We are your local vape shop and dispensary with more than 6 years of service as a modern smoke shop. Rusty's is located 1 block north of Cherokee Street at 204 Northwest 4th Street in Lindsay, and half a mile east of I-35 at 2401 West Grant Street in Pauls Valley. Get your stash at Rusty's.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay. South Central Medical Center is a proud supporter of Lindsay Public Schools, and all of the staff and providers would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards the best of luck this football season. Go Leopards from everyone at South Central Medical Center.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many Leopards and Leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
U.S.
small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.
Back here at halftime, the Lindsay Leopards have a 26-0 lead on the Marietta Indians here at half, and we're back with our officially unofficial stats. And, Andrew, before we get to the actual numbers, probably have to think a lot about maybe the attack the Leopards have had here. You know, they've had a lot of success running the ball here in recent games. We haven't run the ball a whole lot tonight.
We have not.
We have, it's almost like we're working on the passing game tonight,
yep.
And that's kind of what they've been doing. But I think, again, Leopards are going to, obviously, I think, come out with a W in this one, but I don't know that it's going to be as dominant. And it may be a lot of, again, just simply because the Leopards are in fact, trying to work on some things and trying to use this as a game to work on some wrinkles and maybe figure out some things.
Yeah, you're right. I think if we were sticking to our bread and butter stuff, we'd probably be all over Marietta tonight, but we've really done a lot of things with the passing game that we haven't done much of before. Some of it the old standbys like the slants to Aguero, but we've gotten Aiden Beck involved. We've gotten Dutton involved in the passing game. So, I mean, for the first time in a long time, we actually have more passing plays than running plays. So, doing some things different tonight.
Well, look at some of the, again, completely officially unofficial, because Andrew and I both are really struggling to kind of see some of these numbers and try to keep up with what's going on with it because of how difficult the uniforms are to read for these Indians and even sometimes for the Leopards out there with their dark orange and the solid black numbers. But for Marietta, unofficially 32 yards of total offense in the first half, 18 rush plays for 22 net yards, and leading them is the number 5 for Marietta. That is Caden McCarroll. He's got 5 carries for 15 yards. The Rueda is the fullback, number 22. Adrian Rueda has 7 carries for 11 yards. They're 2 leaders on the ground. Just 2 of 6 passing for Cooper Carroll. 10 yards, had 1 completion for no gain for Garrett Flanagan, but number 9, Dylan Trail, did have 1 10-yard reception in there, but again, 2 of 6 passing for 10 yards. And, of course, they did have they had a fumble recovery that the Leopards got. They then took 1 away from the Leopards, so we do have a turnover apiece in that respect. But for the Leopards, they do end up with 155 yards of total offense in the first half, but 82 on the ground, 73 through the air, pretty balanced from a yardage standpoint. Did not, again, had 8 rushing plays for 82 yards, but 67 of that 82 yards belongs to Dutton Taylor. He's got 4 carries for 67 yards. Crew Flood's got a 9-yard touchdown run. Dutton Taylor has an 11-yard touchdown run. Manny Aguero has 2 carries for a net of 3 yards, but he's got 3 receptions for 26 yards, including a 4-yard touchdown on the night. Leading the way receiving for the Leopards is Riker McCulley. He's got 2 catches for 29 yards. And then Dutton Taylor's got a couple of catches for 18 yards, so he's got a total of 85 yards of offense here in his first half. So if you look 155 of it, 85 of it belongs to Dutton Taylor. But Cameron ends up in the first half unofficially 7 of 13 passing, 73 yards and a touchdown. And then, of course, the Leopards with Taylor's 11-yard rushing play, Crew Flood's 9-yard rushing, Aguero's 4-yard touchdown reception, and then, of course, Aguero had the 92-yard touchdown off the opening kickoff return. So that's our 4 touchdowns here in the first half. So that's the offensive numbers. We'll go over to Andrew and we'll talk about the defense.
I'll start with Marietta. Pretty tough sledding for the Marietta defense tonight, contending with a rather uncharacteristic Leopard offense.
Yes.
Hard to prepare for something that you haven't really seen all year. So they're having a little bit of a hard time. They've bowed up at times and made it tough on us, a little more so than really I would have expected. So kudos to Marietta for not just laying over. Leading tacklers for them is Cason Lott, number 4, and he's been all over the field tonight.
Been.
I feel like the 4 tackles, as I added it up, I'm wondering if I've missed some stuff, and I very well may have. He has literally been all over the field. He's a tough player. Tucker Kirk also with 3, and Dylan Trail with 3, and also a fumble recovery by Dylan Trail. They have allowed 155 yards, as Greg said, on 21 total plays for 7.3 yards per play average. So pretty good job. Well, pretty good numbers for the Leopard offense, not so much for Marietta D.
Defense.
They've had a couple of penalties for 17 yards. That's an odd number. One of those penalties was half the distance down there, so only a couple of yards assessed on that one. Moving over to the Leopards, pretty good night defensively for them. Stellar night for the Leopards. Aside from, and I wouldn't even call it bad, but that they gave us a time on that first drive that Marietta had the ball and gashed us here and there. We kept them out of the end zone, but really that was the only time this game that the Leopards have faltered, so to speak, on defense. Leading tacklers tonight, actually Tug Fott with 4. Gus Torres with 3, and then we have a number of guys with a pair apiece. Dutton Taylor, Eli Curry, Melvin McDonald, Crew Flood, Caven Hunter, and Lucky Booth all with 2 tackles apiece tonight. So the tackles spread around all around that Leopard defense tonight. They held Marietta to a mere 32 total yards, so there's a lot to be said for the toughness of the Leopard defense there. On 26 total plays, 32 yards gained, so we're holding Marietta to 1.2 yards per play. Not a bad job by the old Leopards. 3 penalties for the Leopards thus far for 25 total yards. So we're keeping the penalties to a minimum tonight, and we'll hope we keep it that way. The second halves have been pretty heavy on the penalties the last few weeks, so we'll see if we can keep it clean on both sides of the ball and play this one out without too much laundry.
Try to keep the laundry off the field.
Betcha.
Exactly. So, yeah, it's and I'm like you, when we look at the total numbers, we look at Marietta, and they've only got 32 yards of offense, and I look at the one long drive they had that started at their 41, ended up at the Leopard 28, but then when you look at it, they were at 4th and 14 when that happened. So they had lost yardage on that drive there at the end. They had a 4th and 12 on a drive. They had a 4th and 13 on a drive. Ended up with a 4th and 10. That drive had no gain on it at all. So I get to thinking about, they did have that one long drive, but they've lost more yardage on the other drives than they have gained. So it's really been it really has been a good job by the defense after giving up that one drive.
Greg, I want to give a quick shout-out right now to the Taylor family, Michael and Amanda Taylor, watching us from Oceanside, California.
Hey!
This evening. They say the picture looks great, and we're happy to be able to bring that to them as Dutton Taylor's expecting a niece or nephew. I think a niece here pretty soon. Forgive me, guys, if I got that wrong. I should know that. But so they're out there with Dutton's sister in California, and they're not going to miss a Leopard football game wherever they're at. So
yeah, exactly.
Glad to be able to bring that to them.
Absolutely. Well, and I guess we need to say thank you to Jason and Kevin and the crew from KBLP for setting all this up where we get to do all this.
Betcha.
But really, the thanks goes to our sponsors. And I don't ever say thank you enough to our sponsors, but without you, we wouldn't get to do any of this. You're the ones that make this possible. So we're glad the Duttons are watching, all of you that are watching on our live stream on KBLP Live. Make sure you like and subscribe out there. You'll get all the updates when we get ready to go live and when things are going on. So make sure you check us out there on KBLP Live on YouTube. And, of course, you'll also find our Facebook page at KBLP Live as well. And you can also listen in to us on FM, 105.1 FM. Colton Harrell is keeping us up down there and making sure that you can hear us on the radio waves as well. So multiple ways that you can check out Lindsay Leopard Athletics here on KBLP. With that, we're going to send it back over to JD, and we're going to check out some of our area scores. We'll come back with those updates and more from Burford Field here during the First National Bank halftime show right after this on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
Craving a taste of authentic Mexico right here in town? Head over to Casa 13. Dive into a variety of salsas, from zesty and mild to bold and spicy. Order to go and settle in for all your Leopard action at home, and don't forget the drinks. Or come in and catch the Friday night football games live and curb your hunger. Late night watching Leopard football? Let us cook breakfast for you. Now serving breakfast Saturdays and Sundays. Come see us at 110 Southeast 4th Street. Go Leopards!
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Cody Klingman and everybody at Klingman Incorporated want to send out best wishes to the Lindsay Leopard football team. Klingman Incorporated is always proud to support Lindsay school activities. So here's to a winning football season from everyone at Klingman Incorporated.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Shirok with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
We're back here at halftime, and we're going to check out some of our area scores, some of our area teams that are playing here also on a Thursday night. I've already mentioned that Newcastle will be at Classen tomorrow night. Purcell is also going to play on Friday night this week. They will be on the road at North Rock Creek tomorrow night, so we won't have any scores for them tonight. But let's check out starting Class 4A with the top 5 ranked Blanchard Lions hosting Ardmore tonight. Blanchard up 28-6 at halftime of that ball game. Bridge Creek is on the road at Cache, and Bridge Creek has a 22-13 lead at halftime of that ball game out of Class 4A. Drop down to Class 3A, and the Pauls Valley Panthers are on the road at Anadarko. Pauls Valley also ranked in the top 10, and they are up on Anadarko 22-8 at halftime of that ball game. Drop down to Class 2A, and the Dibble Demons hosting Holdenville tonight. Dibble up 30-6 at halftime of that ball game. Dixon and Little Axe. Dixon 13-12. They lead the Little Axe Indians. That game last reported in the second quarter. Crossings Christian and Lexington. Crossings up 6-0 at halftime of that game. And, of course, the first and second place teams out of our district, Washington and Marlowe. Washington with a 21-zip lead on the Outlaws at halftime. Dropping down to Class A, and the Elmore City Badgers are on the road at Wayne, and the Bulldogs have a 28-20 lead in the second quarter of that game. Alec Longhorns on the road at Strother, and the Longhorns with a 24-6 lead in the first quarter of that game when it last report. And then finally in Class C, the Maysville Warriors at Sasakwa, and Maysville with a 30-6 lead at halftime in that ball game. And, of course, our score here at halftime, Lindsay leads Marietta 26-0 here at halftime of our game. We're just about ready to get the second half underway. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon here alongside J.D. Scruggs, who's running our live stream. And I guess I need to give some extra props because Aiden Scruggs is here. He's running the music for us tonight. Started that last week. Andrew and J.D. came up with music to play during the timeouts and halftime and pregame and stuff. And so we've been running music, and Aiden has come back and kind of run the music for us while that's going on. Of course, we've got Kevin Scruggs and Eric Bearden up top running the camera. Colton Harrell back at our stations, and beautiful downtown Lindsay, Oklahoma. So the Leopards received the kick to start the game, so the Indians will get the ball to start here in the third quarter. Maverick Dodson will tee it up for the Leopards. Again, the Leopards will kick moving right to left on your radio dial, so that will be from the west to the east. And they will send McCarroll back deep for Marietta to receive this kick. We're just about ready to get the third quarter underway. Glad you're with us here on KBLP Live. And Dodson, high short kick, and right at the middle of the field, taken and dropped after a short return out to the 43-yard line. And that was number 32 on the return for Marietta. That is Zeke Garcia. So Marietta 1st and 10. Have it at their own 42-yard line. Carroll under center. Man in motion left to right. Back to pass. Carroll rolling to his right. Has three men. They're all covered. He's going to chunk it downfield anyway. A lot of hand fighting going on. That's a great play right there from Lucky Booth. Because there's all kinds of hand pushing going on down there with Booth and the intended receiver, which double check the number here. I believe it's number 9, Dylan Trail.
I really expected there to be some kind of a call there. They were both awfully handsy there, facing each other. But
it falls incomplete. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Marietta at their own 42. Carroll brings the play in from the sideline. Wide receiver to either side. Again, the slot to either side. They got to hurry. Play clock is down to 2, and now Coach Terry is going to call a timeout as the play clock was 6 to get away from them there, so we will have a timeout on the field. Talk a little bit during this timeout, Andrew. We didn't talk about it much here at halftime, but the district standings, of course, obviously 3-0 for Marlowe, 3-0 for Washington. Those two sit at top of our district.
Mm-hmm.
But then you've got us and Crossings both at 2-1, and Lexington sits there at 1-2. That's, and that game being close, that's really kind of interesting. But I heard Coach Embry talk about it during the coaches show that really Leopards need to take care of business. You've got, Marietta tonight. You've got Crossings next week, and then you've got Little Axe before you take on Washington in week 10. But really need to make sure you take care of business here tonight, and you really need Lexington to lose to make sure we don't end up in that three-way tie and worry about district points.
Yep. Yeah, we'd like to have Crossings win tonight, and that's a good apples-to-apples comparison for us.
Yep.
Trying to kind of size them up, so to speak. We'll let this play run here.
Cooper tries it over left tackle and gets some forward progress out of that one. And he'll get out near midfield, and, in fact, he'll get a pretty favorable spot because they'll put him right at midfield. And they'll give him 8 on that one to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Big 3rd down play here for the defense. But, yeah, you don't want to end up in that play where now it's in – you talk about three-way ties and who beat who head-to-head and who's got how many district points, and just take care of business.
Yep, you're right about that, and I think if Crossings does their job tonight, then did we lose the ball?
We did. Carroll took it and it got the 1st down, but it looks like he fumbled the football, and the Leopards recovered. They're going to say he's down. Never mind.
He was definitely down, just looking at replay here.
So picked up yardage all the way to the Leopard 46-yard line. So he picked up 4, only needed 2. He'll bring up a 1st and 10. We'll stay with the wide receiver either side. 2 slot backs under center for Carroll. Rueda the fullback, and they'll run the option play to the left, cutting up inside. Another big play around that left side over there. And let me see if I can get the number on the back here that just carried that.
Number 2 was the ball carrier.
Number 2, That is Tucker Kirk. Got it to the 39-yard line. Picked up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. They'll stay with the wide receiver either side, the 2 wingbacks. And give it to the fullback right up the middle, and the first man missed. Got through and picked up the yardage. Had him for a loss, and he managed to squirt through that. DeGaring, I think, was.
Yeah, I think he was the first contact there and just couldn't quite get him down.
But he'll pick up 4 yards to the 35 and another first down for the Indians. Again, 2 wide outs, 1 either side, 2 wings with Rueda at the fullback. Carroll under center. And right over the right side is Rueda and Thought and I think Flood.
It was Flood came flying in there. Dennis held him up a little bit, and those 2 came in and just put a walloping on him.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Clock runs with 9 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still 26-0 Leopards. Carroll comes back from the sideline, gets the play from the coach. Stay with that same formation with Carroll under center. Run the option, the pitch in the backfield, and there is a great Melvin McDonald with a great open field tackle there, but again, had a man with a head of steam coming at him. He still managed to pick up yardage all the way to the Leopard 27-yard line. He picks up 8 to make it a 3rd down and 2.
Man, it was Crew Flood that came flying in there, I believe. Let me check this replay here before I misspeak. Yeah, it was Crew Flood that came in there, and just as the pitch was made, took out the quarterback there. So he's lucky to have gotten that even away to the running back.
So 3rd down and 2, and the option play again, and the ball is loose on the field. It's still loose, and it's scooped up. Is that Aguero?
I believe
if it is, he will take it to the house. A scoop and score as Kirk was headed around that left end and got stripped, and Aguero he's actually hits the trifecta because he's got a kickoff return for a touchdown, he's got a pass reception for a touchdown, and now he's got a fumble return for a touchdown.
So it was a wild pitch. Lucky Booth goes over there and hits the intended running back squarely. And Manny comes in, scoops it up, and the score. Nice job, Leopards.
Dodson on for the extra point kick out of the hold of Manny Aguero. And everything looks good. The kick is low, but it is across there and good. 33-0. Leopards on top. 7:37 left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll send it over to JD. We've got a timeout. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Tonight's broadcast of Lindsay Leopard football brought to you in part by the Super C-Mart, your hometown grocery store, offering everything you need to feed the family, including fresh produce and choice meats. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopard football team from your fans at the Super C-Mart.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
So Dodson has it teed back up. The Leopards have taken a 33-0 lead.
75.
75-yard. Fumble return for a touchdown for Aguero. Fair catch is called on this high kick from Dodson. And Marietta will take over at their own 38-yard line after the fumble recovery for the touchdown. Leopard defense comes up big. So first and 10 Marietta, their own 38. Carroll sends a wide out to either side, two wings with Rueda at the fullback. Man in motion, give it right up the middle for Rueda and nowhere to go. No gain on the play. Actually, they're going to give him some forward progress to the 40 to make it a 2nd down and 2.
After review, Greg, I'm going to call that a 73-yard
73.
return there. Yep.
Okay. I like how you go back and figure that out.
Well, I know they're officially unofficial, but we do like to get them right.
It's wide out, way left this time. Carroll sends a man in motion, and they're going to give it to Rueda again. And once again, DeGehring says, no, you're not going up my alley. And they will give him nothing on that carry. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8.
I like DeGehring up front in this defense. He oftentimes doesn't start, but when he gets in the game, I feel like we're tougher up front.
When he's as big as he is and as strong as he is, man, he can affect that from that nose guard position.
Yep.
He can certainly.
He has played well.
So 3rd and 8. Marietta, their own 40. Carroll under center. Leopards show pressure. They bring it. Right in the flat. He's got a man wide open, and he can't come up with it. I think that's Garrett Flanagan out there that was absolutely wide open in the flat and just hit him in the hands, and he dropped it.
Yep. That's a tough one for him. They needed that one. Lucky Booth was back there likely to make the stop after the catch, but he was right on the 1st down line. And probably could have got at least a couple or 3 more.
So they will send Serrano on to punt this away. Aguero backs up inside of his own 25 to receive. Clock is set with 6:02 left to go here in the 3rd. 33-0 Leopards on top. Serrano. Line drive, takes a bounce, and Aguero scoops it up, and he'll get dropped immediately at the 31. Good coverage from Marietta that time.
Yeah, Mr. Aguero, he didn't have much room there, but he took a little shot at it, didn't he?
He wanted it.
He did.
So 1st and 10 Leopards, their own 31, 5:56 left to go here in the 3rd. And Isaac Cameron and the Leopard offense fixing to head back out on the field, see if they can add on to that. Tug Thought is going to go wide right. Crew Flood will be in the backfield along with Dutt and Taylor. They'll go twins left from the shotgun for Cameron. Snap, give it to Taylor, and he'll actually, I think it is Taylor, and he'll fight forward for a couple of yards. But, man, that was tough. He was hit before he ever got to the hole that time.
And that was Colton Rodriguez, number 21, finishing that defensive play. Tough sledding for Mr. Taylor there.
Might have got a yard to the 32. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he had some forward progress there before he got pushed back.
Stay with that 2-back set. Twins left. Fought the lone receiver right. This time the jet sweep coming left for Flood. Makes one man miss, but he can't get away from the second one. Maybe picked up a couple there, but I think that was Rueda, number 22.
It was indeed. Good
Made
tackle.
Great tackle over there. 33-yard line, so only a pickup of 1 on the play that time for Flood. long third down play here with 3rd and 8. But the clock runs with 4:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Twins right. Single receiver left with the two-back set for Cameron from the shotgun. Looking to pass, has the stop route for Lawrence. Makes a move at the 40, makes a miss, gets to the 45. Will Lawrence, great move, got the first down. First reception of the night for Lawrence, 12 yards and a first down.
Yeah, good job, Lawrence, there. He hasn't he's been out here game in and game out running routes, and they haven't dished it out to him until the last couple of games. That was a good job by Will.
Cameron back to pass, again looking for the slant and overthrew Thought, who was coming
tall.
Across there. That one will fall incomplete to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now. Stops the clock with 3:58 left to go here in the third. Taylor and Flood stay in the backfield. McCauley is split left along with Lawrence. Thought is split right. This time, jet sweep coming left, and there goes Crew Flood, and he is gone. Huge hole, great blocking on the edge, and we've got flags coming in late. Hang on here, and I want to say one of the Leopards I saw pointing at one of the Indian players as he was headed down the field, so we may have an unsportsmanlike here, and it could be after the play. Because I think Flood may have already been in the end zone, but hang on, let's see what the penalty is. We've got a personal foul. Oh, it's a personal foul on Marietta. So I missed that completely. They'll probably enforce that on the kickoff.
No, the flag came in very late.
Just
looking at replay, and we weren't able to capture it on film, so not quite sure what went on.
But that does make it 39-0 Leopards. The Dodson on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is blocked, however, and will be no good. 3:49 left here in the third quarter, and a 55-yard touchdown run for Crew Flood makes the Leopards 39-0 on top of the Marietta Indians. We're going to send it back to JD. Quick timeout. We'll be back right after this here on KBLP Live.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
So the Leopards go 69 yards, did it in 5 plays, a 55-yard touchdown run from Crew Flood caps it off, and they will enforce the 15-yard personal foul on this kickoff. So Maverick Dodson is going to have a great place to kick from here. He will be at the 45-yard line of Marietta to kick this one away.
Pretty rare to be kicking off from the opposing team's side of the field.
Side of the field. May actually try to kick this one deep just to try to pin him back there.
Yeah, he's lined up for that kind of squib to this side.
Tries to drop it in a hole. It gets a nice bounce, but is picked up back there by Kirk, and he'll get wrapped up before he can get to the 15-yard line. So the penalty ends up affecting the Indians off that kick, and they'll have to start deep in their own territory inside their own 15 at the 14-yard line. So first and 10 Marietta, their own 14 as Cooper Carroll gets the play and brings it into the huddle. They'll stay with that 2 wide receiver look with the two slots and Rueda at the fullback. Carroll under center. Rolls to his left, looking to pass. Leopards bring the pressure. He throws back, trying to just get rid of it. Had a man in the area over there. That was number 4 is Cash Matthews. But it will fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Again, the 2 wides, 1 to either side as Carroll goes under center, right at the fullback. Carroll gives it to Rueda right over that left side, and he's hit and might get a yard to the 15. Great job by that defensive front. And I think we got a lot of these second teamers in here for the Leopards now on defense. As
we've got a few. That tackle was, excuse me while I get my paper out, number 16, Parker Nunley. Mm-hmm.
3rd down and 9 as they do give the 15-yard line to Rueda there. Yeah, I think we have the whole second-string defense in there. And may not have enough time to get some names called out here because we may hopefully fix to force a 3 and out right here. Oh, maybe not. We'll get a jump right there. That is number 63, Abel Williams, the freshman on this left defensive line. The right side of that line is number 76, Wyatt Linton. And then right in the middle of that, we'll get here after this play, 5-yard penalty. Like I said, a 3rd down and 4 now, and they do give it to Rueda right up the middle, and he is not going to quit. He's going to get, I think, to the 25 forward progress and get enough for a 1st down here. So give him 5 on the carry and make it a 1st down at the 25-yard line. 4 on the carry. Actually, would be 5. Number 68 in the middle of that defensive line is Jacob Stolham. That's 370-pound sophomore. Again, Carroll under center. Looking to run that option pitch in the backfield is loose, and look out down that edge and run out of bounds. Ooh, that is some wheels over there now.
For sure.
That is number 4, Cash Matthews, who's got the speed, and he got that pitch bounced, but he was able to pick it up off the bounce and keep going. And
it almost looked like one of the Leopards got a hand on that pitch and deflected it. But he was still able to come up with it, and I thought Beck was going to get him in the backfield, but he turned the corner with that speed and got up the sideline nicely.
Got up to the 32-yard line, picked up 7 yards. Bring up a 2nd down and 3. Again, 2 slots, 2 wide receivers, and almost looked like a quarterback sneak right there, right up the middle. And he picked up good yardage and got out to the 40-yard line and picked up 8 for a 1st down.
Yeah, that was just a quarterback keep to great effect, I might add. That was Lucky Booth making the stop finally.
Number 20, Holden Thornburg, is out here at the corner on this side. And number 33 is at 1 safety, and I don't have a 33 on my roster, so I don't know that I can tell you who that is.
Uh-oh.
We'll see if we can figure that out. 1st and 10, Marietta their own 40. And again, run the option, and this time, nothing doing. Parker Nunley.
Nunley, nice job.
Lost back to the 36-yard line to bring up a 2nd down and 14.
That might be the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see.
See if they decide to run one here.
No, they're going to go.
Yep.
About 20 seconds left.
All right, Race Turner in at 1 linebacker in there as well, number 45. Carroll under center, man in motion left to right. And they're going to give it to Rueda right up the middle. Look out. He got across the original line of scrimmage and made a couple of spin moves, but some good tackling there. Booth coming up off the bottom of that pile as well. And
yeah, Booth was about the only thing left between him and the goal line down here, and I wasn't sure Booth had the strength to get him down. He's been such a tough runner tonight. But a nice job there by number 10 for the Leopards to get her done.
That was the final play of the third quarter, so we'll send it over for a quick timeout with JD. We'll come back with more live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Back to start the fourth quarter, the Marietta Indians face a 3rd down and 6 from their own 44 as we start the final stanza of this one. Greg Peary, Andrew Lyon here with you. And they're going to give it to Rueda over that left side, and he's going to get across the 50 into Leopard territory at the 48, which will be enough for the first down.
That was Reese Wallace on the tackle, his first of the evening.
Lucky Booth in there, the linebacker along with Race Turner, and it looks like Parker Nunley on the other side. Who am I missing in there? There's one linebacker I'm missing. Is that 61?
61 was Reese Wallace.
Reese Wallace,
yep.
Yeah. So 1st and 10, Marietta's at the Leopard 48. Motion right to left, give it to the big fullback around the around the left side, and he'll get to the 45. Pick up 3 there to bring up a 2nd down and 7.
And that was 33 again. And I hate that we don't know who that young man is. But the rosters do change over time, and the one we have isn't
does
fresh.
not have that. Number 12, Will Lawrence, is the other safety back there.
Heaver Chavira, number 33. We did find a new roster.
Hever Chavira.
Apologies.
Run the option again. That is McCarroll, and he'll be dragged down from behind, and they're going to get a horse collar with that, I'm afraid. I'm not sure he actually had the shoulder pads. Looked like more jersey to me, but I think it was enough to probably draw that flag, though.
Well, and it certainly wasn't a malicious type of horse collar. They're just kind of flying through the air, and he grabbed where he could grab.
Grab whatever was there. So they will mark off the 15-yarder and put it all the way down to the 29-yard line. But they do roll the clock back running, 10:35 left to go. It's 39-0 Leopards, but Marietta now has it at the Leopard 29-yard line. Carroll under center with a wide receiver either side. Rueda still in at the fullback. Back to pass, Carroll looking over the middle, now looks left, now goes right down the middle of the field again. Up for grabs, and Will Lawrence has an interception.
There's pass interference down there, I bet.
Yeah, we're going to have a flag right there at the intended receiver, and we're going to probably get a pass interference call back there. And that interception, unfortunately, will not get credited to Mr. Lawrence, even though he did a good job of picking that one out of the air. So this will put 10 yards on it, move it down to the 19-yard line. And actually, they're going to mark it off 15 and put it all the way down at the 14-yard line. So Marietta on the move here. Again, this is the Leopards' second-team defense in here. But you know they would absolutely love to keep Marietta out of scoring and keep that goose egg on the board for them. Carroll under center. Stays with that same formation with 2 wings, 2 wideouts, and 1 fullback. And give it to the fullback right up the middle, and he will not go anywhere. No gain on the play.
That was number 74 making the stop in the backfield. That's Cameron King. Excellent tackle.
Big time getting in there and shutting down that one out. King will actually come out for this play.
I think I'd leave him in.
I would. Number 73, Gabe Jordan, is in there now.
Well,
second down and 10 at the 14.
I wouldn't want to make a tackle and get pulled.
No kidding. Carroll under center. The option play. Nowhere.
Nice solo tackle there. If I can catch the number, I will call his name. 76. That is Wyatt Linton. Good job, Wyatt.
Give him a yard to the 13, but that's a 3rd down and 9 now. And I tell you what, these guys here on this second team are going, y'all aren't going into the end zone. This is not happening. 3rd and 9 from the Leopard 13-yard line. Same formation with Carroll under center. Looking to pass, throws the quick wide out. And no, they get him before they get to the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal at the 2.
And that was Holden Thornburg keeping him out of the end zone, but it was close.
Catch was caught out there. I believe that is number 8 for them. That is Garrett Flanagan. Got it to the 2-yard line, so an 11-yard reception. But 1st and goal at the 2. I have a feeling this may be a heavy dose of Mr. Rueda.
I bet that's a safe bet.
And we'll have a timeout called by Marietta with 7:44 left to go here in the ballgame. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back to Burford Field after this. This is live coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
1st and goal, Marietta at the Leopard 2, and it's just a quarterback sneak for Cooper Carroll, and he's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. So the goose egg comes off the scoreboard for the Indians. They make it 39-6.
Hey, the Twos put up a pretty good fight right there. They didn't make it easy on them.
That is very true. That was a 16-play drive, and it started with 3:43 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And we've got 7:41 here, so what? That's 5, 8, almost 9 minutes.
Wow, that's a long time for
Bad
a defense
snap,
to be on the field.
and the Leopards will cover it. So the extra point kick will be no good for Marietta. So with 7:41 left to go, it's 39-6. Leopards. Go back to look at some of our area scores because some of these are kind of surprising, and we're going to stay in Class 2A. Crossings Christian leads the Lexington Bulldogs 9-7 in the fourth quarter of that game. Little Axe is up on Dixon 15-13 the start of the fourth quarter at that report. And this is the surprising one. 21-14, Washington leads Marlowe, but it was 21-0 at halftime with Washington on top, and that was reported right at the beginning of the fourth quarter. So that one could be very interesting as well. So, again, some very important games in this district tonight, and need Crossings to hang on and beat the Bulldogs for our own benefit.
Yes, we do. Really thought Crossings would probably handle that game a little better than that, but as you saw, Lexington's got some. They got some athletes and they've got some talent.
They do. They definitely have it. If they ever get it, and when get all of it going at the same time, they would be a very different team than what the Leopards played the other night.
Yeah, that's it. They were just a little bit hit and miss against us the other night. They put that one good play or one good drive together there at the beginning, but just really couldn't get it all together the rest of the game. And the Leopard defense had a little bit to do with that.
A little bit to do with that. Aiden Beck and Will Lawrence are back deep for the Leopards to take this kick from Serrano. Probably not outside the realm of possibility for an onside try here, but I don't know that I would really expect it. They do kick it deep. It heads in the direction of Beck. He'll have it at the 20, the 25. Makes his move to his right. Gets around the block at the 30, the 35, and he'll be brought down there as he crosses to the 37-yard line.
Number 5, Caden McCarroll with the tackle. His first of the evening, actually.
So the Leopards take over their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. And we will, in fact, see the second team offense on the field as well.
DeGearing's in.
Tug Fought at quarterback. Fought calls for it. Jet sweep over the right side. Is that Flood? It is. He breaks the tackle at the 50, at the 40, at the 45, and drugged down by the shoulder pads as he crosses in Marietta territory all the way down to, let's see where they spot him. Looks like the 31-yard line of Marietta. So that is 19 and 12 would be a 31-yard run. As Crew Flood continues. Let's see, that's 40, that's 95, 96. He's got 96 yards on 4 carries.
Man, nice night. My goodness.
25 yards a pop for Crew Flood. McCulley and Nunley are split right. Flood right up the middle this time and nowhere to go except that backwards. I think they might give him a yard to the 30.
Justin Ramos making the stop there.
McCulley will go left along with Lawrence. Nunley will stay split right. Flood in the backfield along with Fought. Maverick Dodson is in the slot right. Now Flood moves over to the right side of Fought. It looks like there may be some confusion on the play call here. Play clock is down to 3. Now they call for it. It's a quarterback keeper for Fought. He's got room. He's at the 20. Gets it to 15. On his feet at the 10. Makes another move, and he gets to the 9, maybe even the 8-yard line. Nice moves in there from Tug Fought as he gets all the way down to the Marietta 9 and sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, that was a tough run for the big man.
So 1st and goal for the Leopards at the 9. His number 76 checks in for the Leopards. That's Wyatt Linton. Number 57 out there as well is Logan Gutzber. 64 is Quade Robbins. He'll line up at the center. Looks like 73 Gabe Jordan and 74 Cameron King both out there as well. Fought, calls for it. Race Turner to the 5. Touchdown, Leopards. A 9-yard run from Aiden Turner. Well, that didn't take long.
Sure didn't.
That is a 62-yard drive. Did it in 4 plays. Aiden Turner takes it the final 9. Took all of about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Dotson back out for the extra point kick. Good snap, good hold. This kick looks good,
It's low,
and it
but it's
is 46-6. Leopards on top with 4:48 left to go in the ballgame. Timeout. We'll come back with more coverage of Leopard football presented by the First National Bank after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
James Supplies has been serving the Lindsay community since 1946. We're your home for all your welding, cutting, and compressed gas needs. We offer name brands such as Lincoln, Miller, Victor, Hypertherm, and DeWalt. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5 here in Lindsay. We're located at 206 East Cherokee. James Supplies is happy to support our 2024 Lindsay Leopard football team. It's time for our coaches and players' sweat and hard work to pay off. We hope the Leopards have a great season filled with first downs, touchdowns, tackles, and tradition. Join us in cheering the Leopards on this year. Go Leopards!
46-6, Leopards on top of the Marietta Indians, 4:48 left in the ball game. Dotson teed it up for the Leopards. We're keeping up with some of these scores. Crossings apparently came up with a safety against the Bulldogs. They now lead Lexington 11-7 in the fourth quarter. And it's 28-14 with the Washington Warriors over Marlowe at the moment. Short high kick again for Dotson, taken by one of the upbacks and then run out of bounds just across the 40-yard line. That was the number 13 for the Indians, Jude Eddington, on that return.
Shoved out of bounds there by Lucky Booth. He's got 5 tackles to his credit tonight. Doing a fine job.
Booth's been just about there. He's kind of like a crew flood. He's been all over the place tonight. So the 42-yard line is where the Indians will take over. Cooper Carroll brings the play in. He'll send a wide receiver to either side. Under center. And right over right tackle is the fullback. Double check to make sure that that is Rueda. That's who's been in there all night. And it is 32 now that's in there at that fullback spot. That is Zeke Garcia.
And Hever Shavira with a 3rd tackle this evening. He's doing a great job in there tonight.
48-yard line, 6 yards on that carry. Will bring up a 2nd down and 4. Garcia back in at fullback. And stop the clock with a timeout called by Marietta with 3:35 left to go in the ballgame. That's their final timeout, so we'll see what happens after this. We'll come back after the word from our sponsors. You're watching live coverage of Leopard football. It's presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
T&W Tire is a family-owned, full-service commercial tire company. As a leader in auto repair, T&W is more than just tires. Our highly qualified mechanics can get you back on the road no matter what you drive. We also specialize in serving the tire needs of commercial fleets, oil and gas, construction equipment, and a variety of industrial applications. So for your automotive needs, look no further than T&W Tire, located at 410 Southeast 4th in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or look up one of our many locations on tnwtire.com.
Second down and 4. Carroll under center, gets it to Garcia, nowhere to go. He tried going over that right tackle, and the Leopards stuff it there. They'll give him no gain on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Indians at their own 48.
It looked like number 61, Reese Wallace, that came flying in there to stuff that one.
So 3rd down and 4 now for the Indians. Carroll under center. Motion right to left. Carroll keeps it himself, and second effort, he got it. Tell you what, they stood him up, but Carroll just refuses to go down, and Cooper Carroll's going to get across the 50 to the Leopard 48-yard line, picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Aiden Beck had that one stuffed, and as you mentioned, he just really fell forward from that point to get the first down there. That was a good job by Aiden, though.
So 1st and 10 Marietta, the Leopard 48-yard line. Clock runs with 2:15 left in the ball game. Carroll, man in motion left to right. Carroll takes it right over the right tackle, and again, he just follows those guys and those big bodies up in that hole. He gets across the 45 to the 44-yard line, picks up 4 more yards. 2nd down and 6.
That was Reese Wallace yet again. 3 tackles for him.
Marietta may actually just, with a minute 35 left, they're going to end up probably keeping this ball the whole rest of this ball game. Leopard offense may not get back out there, but Leopard defense definitely wants to keep them out of the end zone here. Carroll's going to try it again over the left side, and he'll get gang tackled after he crosses the 35, but he'll have another first down to the 34-yard line. He'll get 10 off of that. We approach a minute left to go in the ball game. Number 48, Alan Gonzalez over here on this corner. I don't think I've called his name out yet. Play clock's down to 2, down to 1. They got the play off. Oh, they got it to Garcia, headed over that right side. He gets close to first down yardage. And they'll mark him at the 25. Needed to get to the 24. And actually they'll put him at the 26-yard line. So he picks up 8. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 2. Down to 9 seconds left. This will be the final play of the game right here. Carroll under center. And, nearly got in the backfield, but the Leopards will finally gang tackling.
Whoa, maybe.
He does not go down easy for sure, but that'll do it. The Lindsay Leopards defend their home turf. 46-6 the final score in this one, and so the Leopards improve to 4-3 on the season. More importantly, they go to 3-1 now in the district play, and we'll see how the other games fared. We'll check on that here in just a minute. With that, let's take a timeout. Andrew and I will figure out our final officially unofficial stats and come back to wrap it up for Burford Field right after this here on KBLP Live.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon polycarts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
Are you caring for an aging parent or other loved one at home? It's important to know you're not alone. Hi, this is Connie Upton with Abiding Home Health. The people we serve have a variety of needs, of acute illnesses to individuals who require health care assistance to live independently at home. Our goal is to make a difference in the short and long-term care of each patient. For more information, visit us online at abidinghomehealth.com. Abiding Home Health, creating personal, positive changes and transformations.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hey friends, Danny Daniels here. I wanted to take a moment and let you know about a very helpful service that I provide for you and your family in our community. I own and operate Danny Daniels Pest Services, and I would like to ask you to call me the next time you have a need or desire for effective, safe, and affordable pest services. If you have spiders, roaches, ants, fleas, ticks, scorpions, crickets, whatever, I can help. Give me a call at 405-428-3833. That's 405-428-3833. I'd be glad to help.
Football season is here, and that means it's time to show off that school spirit with team apparel from Design It Screen Printing and Embroidery at 304 South Main in Lindsay. Design It can get you all geared up with t-shirts and caps, team uniforms, and also offers custom embroidery and screen printing. Stop by Design It at 304 South Main in Lindsay or call 405-756-3635. Go Leopards from all your fans at Design It in Lindsay.
So we'll give you some scores here just before we get to our final numbers here, just because Andrew's still he had to take his shoes off to do his math, so it's taking a little longer than usual. But 46-6, our final score here. The Lindsay Leopards with the win over Marietta. looking real quickly, Blanchard up 56-13 late in that ball game over Ardmore. Pauls Valley is up 49-21 over Anadarko. That game also late in the fourth quarter. Dixon up on Little Axe, 19-15. The final. There are 2 minutes left to go in that game. That may be going final here pretty quick. The Washington-Marlowe game is getting extremely interesting. It was 21-0 Washington. It got to 21-14. It went to 28-14. Now it is 28-20 with a minute to go in the ball game. Washington with an 8-point lead over Marlowe. Then Lexington and Crossings. Crossings now up 14-7 over Lexington in that ball game, and they are at Crossings. That's where the Leopards will be next week. Then the other 2A score that we'll get to here is Dibble, and Dibble is trailing Holdenville in the fourth quarter, 38-20, the score in that ball game. Who else am I missing here? Oh, Wayne and Elmore City out of Class A. And let's see if I can get you that score very quickly here. And if I would hit the right Class A, I probably could. And I either can't read or they've pulled it off of there because I don't see Wayne and Elmore City score there. So I may, there it is. 40-38, Wayne with a 2-point lead over Elmore City Purnell right now in the fourth quarter. Drop down to Class B. We'll look at the Ellick Longhorns, and they were on the road tonight at Strother, and they are up 44-14 in the third quarter of that ball game. And then one more score out of Class C. The Maysville Warriors were on the road at Sassacua, and Maysville up 44-14 in that ball game. So there's some of your area scores, some very interesting games going on there right now, and we may see some of those go final before we get done here with our final officially unofficial stats. Let's start with the Marietta Indians, and again, keep in mind these are very, very unofficial, but we'll get them as close as we can. 40 rushing plays tonight for the Indians, only 10 pass plays, so it stays true to form for their heavy offense of just run. But 114 yards total. They were led by their quarterback, Cooper Carroll, 11 carries, 43 yards. And then Rueda had 15 carries and 37 yards. Those are your two leading rushers for Marietta. Only 3 receptions on the night, as number 8 was Garrett Flanagan, had 2 catches for 11 yards tonight, 1 catch for 10 yards for Dylan Trail, and that was the only 3 completions tonight for the quarterback Cooper Carroll tonight, as he went 3 for 10 for 21 yards tonight. Threw an interception, but unfortunately the Leopards did not get that one back. So go look at the Lindsay Leopards offense, who end up with 276 yards of total offense tonight, 191 of that on the ground on 13 rushing plays. 4 carries, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns tonight for Crew Flood. That's you just don't get much more efficient than that. Nearly 25 yards a carry and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty good. 68 yards on 5 carries tonight for Dutton Taylor. He also had a touchdown run. And then Manny Aguero, just 2 carries for 3 yards, but he ended up with 3 catches tonight for 26 yards as well, including a 4-yard touchdown reception. And then also 2 catches for 29 yards for Riker McCulley to lead the way on the receiving for the Leopards tonight. 2 catches and 18 yards in there for Dutton Taylor tonight. So let's see, that makes 96 yards or 86 yards of total offense for Taylor tonight as well. You got to go back and look at Aguero, though. If you really want to look at Aguero's total offense, so he had 3 catches for 26 yards. Then he had 2 runs for 3 yards, so that's 29. But then you take a 92-yard touchdown return for a touchdown, and you add in a 73-yard fumble return for a touchdown. That's 4, 10, 17. That's 194 yards of total offense tonight for Manny Aguero. So, yeah, pretty good night for Aguero.
Not bad.
So the final number I would give you is Isaac Cameron tonight, 8 of 15, 85 yards, and a touchdown. With that, we'll go over and talk about the defensive numbers with Andrew.
All right. Once again, tough going for the Marietta defense. Leopards just kind of running all over the place. Pardon my tongue twister there. But there was some good stuff tonight. Tucker Kirk, Case and Lott, the leading tacklers for Marietta tonight with 4 apiece. Dylan Trail and Adrian Rueda with 3. And the fumble recovery by Dylan Trail as well. Marietta allowing 276 total yards tonight on 28 plays for 10 yards a pop. So not a great showing. Leopards made it awfully tough on them with those big plays that we had tonight. Penalties-wise, Marietta finishes with – I'm getting distracted over here. Something really good happened, and the guys won't tell me what. Excuse me. Marietta had 4 penalties, 37 yards. Let's talk about the Leopard defense. And here's a number I don't often talk about, but tonight we had 20 Leopards make tackles tonight.
Wow.
That's getting
everybody getting in on it.
That's getting a lot of dudes involved. That's, what do we call that, a third of the team got a tackle tonight. So really good job. The leaders tonight, Lucky Booth, coming in, actually not getting the start tonight, but coming in and getting it done with 5 tackles. Let's see, Gus Torres, Melvin McDonald, Crew Flood, each with 3.5. Scanning down through here. Wyatt Linton with a pair tonight. Probably at least his first 2 in a while. Good job, Wyatt. And Reese Wallace and Hever Shavira with 3 each. Here's a big number from the defense. Manny Aguero with the fumble recovery, 73 yards. He scooped that up and scored. But I want to mention also Lucky Booth actually forcing that fumble. So great job there by the Leopard defense. We held Marietta only 2.7 yards per play tonight. That's a really good job, and that's including a couple of those late drives where we had the subs in and let them get a little more production. So really good job all the way around by the Leopards. Penalties-wise, we ended up with 7 for a total of 55 yards, so not a bad showing there. All in all, it was a lopsided affair. And now, without further ado, I'm going to let these guys tell you what they were shouting about.
I can't tell you how much time's left because I don't know, but Washington and Marlowe are now tied at 28.
Woo!
So Marlowe comes back and scores, gets a 2-point conversion to tie the game at 28. So that one, that's not gone final yet. We'll see. That could be interesting. Let's see if any of these others have. Dixon still shows to be up 19-15, 2 minutes left in the game. The Lexington Crossings game is still 14-7. Crossings, no final on that one yet. So those are some of the teams that, again, we're very concerned about. But hey, that Washington-Marlowe game, that may be one, if you actually subscribe to NFHS Network, it might be worth it to go back and rewatch that
I may
game.
go home and see if I can find that to rewatch.
And we may get the option because we haven't played Washington yet. That may be one of the scout films we end up with. We may get to watch it that way.
Maybe. That's a very good point.
That would be a whole lot more fun.
You bet.
But, that one shocked me. I really thought as late in the game as that one was, and especially with an 8-point lead for Washington that Marlowe comes back and gets the 8 points and ties the game up. So
well, we've seen Marlowe up close and personal, and we know that they've got some dudes. And they know how to play football.
They know how to play.
And they'll go all 4 quarters on you. They've got a lot of depth and a lot of talent right there, so I didn't expect them to give up.
So, again, 46-6, our final score here in Lindsay. The Leopards improved to 4-3 on the season. They are now 3-1 in district play, and they'll go back on the road next week. We get one more road game, and then I think we finish the final 2 here at home against Little Axe in Washington. So, we'll be up at Crossings Christian School up at Edmond.
And we haven't broadcasted from there, so
we have
be
not. We did have a playoff game up there, but we have not live streamed from there. So, or I guess we did not get to broadcast that game. Maybe is why. But yeah, it'll be. They do have a very nice facility up there. I will say that it is a very nice facility there. So we'll be up at Crossings next week, and that's where we'll be broadcasting from, and we'll bring you week number 8. Just 3 games left. We've got Crossings and then back home for Little Axe, and we'll wrap up week 10 right here against the Washington Warriors and talk about playoffs after that.
Sure has gone fast, Greg.
It has. I tell you what, it seems like we just got this started a couple of weeks ago, and here we are now talking about week 8. So with that, Andrew, great job tonight.
Thank you, sir. I enjoyed it.
JD as well, and Kevin and Eric up top. I think the wind and the cool, it got a little chilly up there tonight. So I
didn't notice.
I mean, I was perfectly fine right here. I have no idea what they were complaining about.
I did my time from the top of the booth.
You did. But big thank you to them for braving that weather up there and doing a great job on the camera up there. Also, say thank you to Aiden running the music for us tonight.
You bet.
Yeah, we appreciate Aiden coming in and doing that for us as well. And to Colton Harrell back at our studios, to CeCe Lyon, Paige Sutherland, also big parts of our broadcast team. And I guess we got to talk about Adam and Jeter, don't we? I mean,
I don't know. They're just
those
kids.
guys running around here bringing us snacks all the time when we need something. I guess we got to give them some props too.
I guess if they were paying attention, they got a glimpse of Adam. He came and brought me some M&Ms. He didn't realize we were on air at the time.
But a big thank you for everybody who tuned in tonight, and a bigger thank you to all of our sponsors. So cannot thank you enough for helping us out to let us bring you a Lindsay Leopard football here on KBLP Live. For all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. We're going to say goodnight from Burford Field. We'll see you in Edmond next Friday night for the ball game against Crossings Christian. Until we see you then, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
The First National Bank of Lindsay has proudly served our community since 1902. Here at the First National Bank, we pride ourselves on our hometown customer service. We are a family-owned business and consider each one of our customers a part of that family. We take great pride in our community and give back to that community that has given us so much. We specialize in small business and residential loans and personal banking. We're here to serve you. Come in today and let us know how we can help you. That's First National Bank of Lindsay, member FDIC.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.